ready to help.
Does the garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions.
Now I see the real reason you're here. A purge. Is that the game? Dispose of me like Chavez? But I assure you, it's just growing pains. A little more time. But no, everything has to happen now. It must be perfect, or at least pretend to be. I won't let you destroy our only hope, just because it offends their delicate constitutions.
I've just received a communication from Mary Shaw. Name doesn't ring a bell? Well, it fucking should. It's Michael Shaw's sister. Candidates for the program were meant to have no family or friends. This is on your head. I expect this situation dealt with quickly and quietly.
Lab 1-2 locked.
Stay where you are. You might...
Access to Lab 1-2 granted.
Having a good snoop around, are we? I'm afraid I can't allow that. It's always science that gets the bad rap, isn't it? I took the initiative. I came up with a solution. Didn't see anyone else raise their hand after resolve.
Access to Lab 01 granted.
If you don't stop sneaking around, my friends here might think you're up to something. is the real monster? The wolf devouring the sheep, or the hunter murdering its cubs in their lair?
Attention, please. Contingency protocol for asset preservation has been activated. Opening containment cells.
An inquisitive mind. That's the spirit. And besides, things without all remedy should be without regard, right? What's done is done.
You better explain yourself. I'm running on a short fuse right now.
I would be wasting my breath on you. You failed to see, or maybe you chose not to. But I'm trying to save mankind here. Not just the species. No, I'm trying to save all of us. We're flawed, incomplete. We're not yet prepared to re-enter paradise, you see? We wouldn't survive. My Homo Machinalis could change that. They are the living proof that we could be more than human. We, all of us, could fill the world of tomorrow. Ascended beings in a new utopia.
You're sick.
Oh, you moral crusaders. Always the first to swing the sword from the little corner of self-righteousness. Chavez was exactly the same. Always beyond reproach. Even when the first reports on Resolve came in. I don't claim to know the one truth, because there isn't one. Everybody takes sides, and always their own. Good, evil, all nonsense and totally subjective. Just children's stories. As we grow older, mortality beckons, and so we reach for the divine. Same fairy stories, different binding. The individual must be prepared to sacrifice himself for the many. The species is what's important.
What about Chavez?
Yes, what about her? Not seen since she threw a tantrum and got kicked out of my labs. But still, wonderful woman. And an extraordinary scientist. An incredible intellect. Kind-hearted and so ambitious, you have to admire a fighter. But Resolve didn't work. We needed to act and act fast. And I had the solution. It's just a shame her ego got in the way of her career.
So you know what's going on here?
I'm honored by your assumption, but even I have my limits. I do know a mob stormed my labs and my colleagues are either dead, dumb, or simply gone. So much for security. And what's the board doing, Still twiddling their thumbs over the launch of Utopia? I submitted my final analysis weeks ago and I'm still waiting. We need people who can make decisions around here.
So what about Utopia?
Let me put the record straight. Unlike Resolve, which will exterminate us slowly and painfully over generations, my nanites do a quick and clean job. I've minimized the suffering, a fresh start, a clean slate for those that remain. If that concerns you now, then you shouldn't have tried and stopped my little pet project. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be safe. Go on. Go smoke a nice fat stogie and watch the apocalypse from your glass tower with the rest of them.
I think you've got me confused with somebody else. I'm not working for the board.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. What difference does it make now? This place is going straight to hell, and we're going with it. Or we're already there and didn't even notice.
So, these tin men are supposed to be our future?
Not pretty, is it? But the truth rarely is. Just think of it as an upgrade to survive the world of Utopia. Our meat machines are inadequate. We won't make it unless you hightail it back to your master's tower. We have the will to survive as individuals, but as a species, we need a push. There's no winning without sacrifice. I just wanted a level playing field to create a utopia for all.
I think we're done here.
In that case, if you don't mind, Inspector, I need to get back to work. Terribly important things to do. Terribly important.
Warning. Security breach detected. Unauthorized implementation of contingency protocol confirmed. Attention. Security forces have entered this sector. For your own safety, please comply with all official requests while the area is being secured.
I know. We're all impatient. But with every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process and research is ongoing. From manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. At CREO, our scientific staff labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation of Jonah Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and methods allow us to push the very boundaries of science and technology. Every day your work benefits the future of mankind, bringing us one step closer to our goal. It is a huge task, but together we can do it. Whatever it takes. Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. So why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process and research is ongoing. Manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. At CREO, our scientific staff labor.
Shouldn't you be at your designated work site?
Foundation. Jonah Gutenberg.
Happy to help.
Does a garden bloom overnight? Was Rome built in a day? We all know the answers to these questions. So why do people expect the rebuilding of the atmosphere to happen so quickly? After all, it took almost 2 centuries to make it this way. I know. We're all impatient. With every passing day, with every launch, Project Resolve evolves. Our process is manufacturing efficiency, payload distribution, chemical composition, even down to the recycling of materials. At CREO, our scientific staff labor day and night to improve and build upon the foundation of Jonah Gutenberg's original vision. No one has ever attempted what we're trying to do. New discoveries and science and technology. Every day.
Hello.
You're back. I can't tell you how relieved I am. Security's starting a major operation down in R&D. I was worried you'd get caught up in it. Warren, I'm so glad you're back. I can't imagine what it's like out there. The data I'm receiving, they are cries for help. The fading signals, they're people. They're people and they're dying. And there's nothing I can do. I'm afraid. The situation's out of control. And it's getting worse. We have to do something. We need to release the lockdown on the executive floors. There'll be someone here who can help.
You really want me to go up there, don't you?
It's the best option we've got. I mean, we're not coming up with any solution. We're just surviving. We need to find a way to stop this and get help. That's what matters. The Executive Forum is our best chance. It's been in lockdown since it all went crazy. We need to get people out. People who can fix things.
Have you managed to gain access to any of the systems yet?
Not really. Most of the electrics are fried. The systems seem to reboot, but something's overwriting it. This isn't really my field. I'm lost here. We need someone who understands how it all works. Maybe they can break it down and call help in.
You ever heard of Project Utopia?
No, but then I don't know most of what goes on around here. Do you think it has anything to do with what happened?
I don't know yet, but something's wrong.
Well, just don't do anything rash, please. We can't afford to lose our nerve and play on a hunch. Not now. The board would know. If it's got anything to do with the current situation, we should try and inform them as soon as possible.
Fine. Assuming I want to, how would I even get to the Executive Forum?
You're not gonna like this. There's no chance of getting through the usual way. But now that most of security is roaming the factory, their headquarters should be pretty much wide open, and it leads directly to the Executive Forum.
You're kidding, right? I'm gonna need more than a good hunch to walk through Security Central.
I told you you wouldn't like it. No matter which route you take, you'll need security clearance. And there's only one logical place to find that. Security HQ. I'm sure most of them are out on the floor or in R&D. This is your best chance, Warren. Take it.
All right, I'm on my way.
Get out of there as soon as you can.
Come back anytime.
I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you. It's nothing personal, just... I'm in the middle of something here. They need me. There's been a security breach in R&D. Big thing. We have to clear the area, so... you shouldn't stick around.
So, you're part of security?
I would have thought that would have been obvious from the uniform. Speaking of which, I need to get about my business. If I show up with only half of my equipment, the chief will have my head.
Okay, then let me help. Tell me what you need.
Eager to please. I like that trait in a man. I appreciate your concerns, but I'm ready, or at least I will be, when I can find the rest of my gear. Damn helmet! Where did I leave you? And did I lose my leg and body armor?
I can't let you go out there without the proper equipment, can I?
Well, let's see what you got.
Try this. Should be the right one.
Don't know what to say. Thanks. That is one part closer to being myself again.
Here, I think this helmet should fit.
Thank you. Means I only need to find that one last part now.
Perfect fit, I'd say.
Thanks. I owe you one. You just spared me a lot of trouble.
Irina, you're an engineer, remember? You told me this.
An engineer? I can barely tighten a screw. Please. My head... I don't have time for this right now.
Hey, are you alright?
No, I'm okay. It's just... there's so much going on. Like it's out of control. All the noise, the pain. Sometimes I feel like I can't hear my own thoughts anymore.
Then tell me, if you're security, you must know what's going on here, right?
That information is classified. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't. The investigation is ongoing.
I have to go now. Try and stay out of trouble.
I will. Probably thanks to you.
Do you require assistance?
I knew you'd make it. I knew it. Warren? You still there? I didn't doubt you for a second. Please be careful. You're so close now. First of all, it's crucial that you can move freely, or you won't go far. You'll need some kind of authorization. A code, or maybe a borrowed identity. Our primary goal should be to check on the board. And please don't take any unnecessary risks. I don't want to lose you. Not now. I've gotten used to you being around.
So where are you? You said you're stuck in management. I'm here.
When you break the lockdown, all the doors should open. I'll meet you in the boardroom once you've taken down the firewall. We'll finally be able to put an end to this nightmare.
Where can I find the board?
Where do you think? In the boardroom. Did you really need to ask that?
What can you tell me about this sector?
I always found it exciting. The hub of Creo. Decisions made here affect the world, and we can find help here, Warren. I know it.
I better get going.
Be safe. We're so close now.
Make sure to report any suspicious activity to your superiors.
Copy that. Right, the network's still down. That means no internal sensors or cameras, but we did just get a power spike from one of the service elevators. That means we have an intruder on this floor. I want additional forces to the boardroom right away. Nothing's to get through. In the meantime, you two, go and check out the area around the elevator. Coordinates have already been sent. No games, no warnings. Take down any unauthorized personnel immediately. Well, what are you waiting for? Move out! Lay down your weapons and come peacefully. Or don't. It's just the same to me.
Intruder hostile. Severe threat encountered. Enforce maximum punitive measures. Unauthorized personnel in the vicinity. Purge threat. Enforce maximum punitive measures. Restricted area. Security violation in progress. Purge threat. Enforce maximum punitive measures. Restricted area. Security violation in progress. Severe threat encountered. Enforce maximum security measures.
I know the world seems to have stopped watching, and maybe that's the issue. We've made some decisions. Decisions I'm not proud to say that I was originally part of. But we wanted to do our best. What do they say? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Well, ours certainly were. Even those who I believe have now gone too far, they were still doing it for you, for mankind. But looking at the big picture,
System error. User
lost
profile cannot be
perspective.
loaded.
We lost perspective. It's why I
Profile
believe it
loaded.
is my duty as a citizen of this country
Welcome,
and of the
Captain.
world
Your
to
equipment
bring
has
to
been
your
unlocked.
attention utopia. Unauthorized, unsanctioned, untested. Designed to replace Resolve, though instead of proper channels,
Have you
it has
been
been
cleared for
fast-tracked
this
through
sector?
the back door. You need to know what this will do. What this will do to you all. Utopia is...
I'll be waiting.
Happy to help, Captain. Clearance confirmed.
I know the boys are laughing at me about this, but this is how it starts. It's the small things. It might just be stolen office supplies to them, but what next? I have a duty to find a culprit. Besides, they may be satisfied with staying where they are, but I have ambition. They'll be laughing on the other side of their faces when I'm the one calling out their duty roster.
This is confusing. Management floors are all clean. There's no sign of the chaos outside. There's security everywhere. It's like they were planning for this. I don't know what's going on. She tried to calm me down. She told me she was stuck here. I don't know. I want to believe in her. I need to. I just want to
Access
see a friendly
granted.
face in the flesh. Even if it's hers.
Jonah has been suffering from this. We're at a critical phase here in Creo. In fact, I dare say it's a new beginning.
Would you care to elaborate there?
No, not currently. As I'm sure you understand, confidentiality.
Trumped up little fuck. Where does he get off on lecturing us about worker rights? Unbearable. Honestly, I knew this would happen when they promoted him. Don't know what they were thinking? Hey, why not promote every dumbass on the assembly line? Pedigree seems to count for nothing these days. I heard the other dirtbirds hate him too. Having him announce the last salary cut and fire that old fart was a shrewd move. Thanks for the tip. I'm gonna enjoy turning his life to shit. Some small recompense for having to deal with him. I mean, he even gets to use the executive washroom and canteen. Now I have to see his ugly mug when I eat and piss.
Thank you. Such a warm welcome. I know people like to think of executives as the same as
Authorization acknowledged. The facilities are at your command.